preseason week 1 upon us. 6 tilts to get us started on this Thursday evening. We will begin with the number 1 overall pick. Raiders hosting the Cardinals. Mendoza with the biggest smile on his face because he's getting his first career NFL action. Second series of the game, he connects with Jack Besh, former TCU product, for the first down. To keep the drive going. Next drive for him, it's Mendoza. Off the play action look, Malik Benson. Right into that curl window. He had to fire it in there. 19 yards, another first down for the black and silver. And later in the drive, from the gun, surveying, pulls it down, little scramble drill. Hey, now taking a hit. I see you, young Fernando. Popping right back up. And then 4 plays later, his first career tug. 10 of 16, 97 yards through the air, and a touchdown for young Mendoza. But the other man, Jeremiah Love, was going to work as well. Early second quarter, little zone read to the outside. He has to make something shake, and that's exactly what he does. Little spin move on the back end of that to move the defender up out the way. A 9-yard gain for Arizona. Later in the second quarter, Love got something more for you. The back gap scheme works like a charm. He's out the gate for a first down and more. It's just like one of those backs that continues to roll once he finds a rhythm. And the very next play, off the draw, has to make a move, a little hurdle to get the first down. He had 11 carries, 58 yards. Cardinals would score on that drive to go up 21-14. Final score 27-14. Hype train off and rolling for first-round draft picks, and Louis Riddick is here to offer his assessments. Louis, we heard that the number 1 overall pick got his reps with the ones in practice, but game speed is an entirely different speed. So what did you see from Mendoza in his first bit of live action?
I saw command and I saw poise, exactly what you expect out of number 1 overall pick in the draft, and someone who is wired the way in which Fernando is. You know, first and foremost, there's so much brouhaha made about how comfortable is he going to look up under center and operating from under center. Well, he's been working on that all off season long, and you saw how comfortable he looked in terms of his footwork. You saw how unbalanced he looked. He surveyed the field, got through progressions quickly. And here's the thing: how about the throw down the middle of the field on the deep curl route in the middle of the field? That's the kind of thing that he's going to have to do. The tight window throws like the one there on the touchdown pass. Those are the kind of things that he's going to have to do on a regular basis in the NFL. Maybe some people had questions whether or not he could attack the middle of the field in particular and throw with anticipation. No problems with that. No problems with being tough in the pocket, buying time. No problems making good decisions, not putting it in harm's way. All of the things that you want to see from your number 1 overall pick and your future franchise quarterback in his first preseason game, Fernando showed. It's just up and to the right from here for him. And I really came into this game not expecting anything different.
Now, Louis, on the other side of the field, we got to talk about number 3 overall pick, running back Jeremiah Love. He showed us why he was taken so high, not only hitting that R2 triangle and hurdling, which had fans probably loving it, coaching staff clutching their pearls a little bit, but when you watch Love run, are we watching a player that can become the face of the Cardinals offense?
There's no question about it. Look, I think what you're seeing is every team is going to be looking for a guy like Jeremiah Love. And before Jeremiah Love, guys like Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, these are the unicorns. Those are the guys that you want because they're game breakers from multiple different positions on the football field. It doesn't have to be perfect for him to really go ahead and then still produce a plus 10, plus 20-yard explosive. And when you do give him some room, that's what he does. He's on to the second level quickly. You saw the sweet jump cut to the outside, making the first defender miss. You see he can make the second defender miss. He can finish with finesse. He can finish with power. And how about the way he ran some of those F angles, some of those halfback angle routes out of the backfield? He looks like a wide receiver. Exactly how he looked at Notre Dame, exactly how he looked at the Combine. Look, I said this a while ago. It's an exciting time to be an Arizona Cardinals fan, especially when you look at how this offensive personnel fits what Mike LaFleur wants to do from a philosophical perspective. Man, they've shown it the first 2 games of the preseason.
Right, and considering Love had 21 all-purpose touchdowns at Notre Dame last season, that's the most in Notre Dame history. We'll see if he continues to bring that to Arizona. Louis Riddick, thanks so much. Now, the Lions are taking on the Bengals for their first preseason action, and the starters are taking the field. getting a little preseason run. Joe Burrow leading them onto the field. First drive, 2nd and 5. Burrow drops back, finds Jamar Chase, a little pitch and catch on the dig for a gain of 16 on the play. That would be the only reception for Chase on the night, but I mean, it is preseason after all. Now, later in the drive, Ahmed Hassanin called his shot, said he would sack Burrow in this game. Dan Campbell called it pregame as well, and that he did. Burrow gets taken down, a loss of 9 on the play. Bengals with punt 2 plays. Now, later in the quarter, 3rd and 2, Burrow steps back in the pocket, dumps it off to Drew Sample. That's a first down. Move the chains. 2 yards there. Next play, play action. Burrow finds the pride of Princeton. Andre Yoshivas takes it up the sideline. That's a 9-yard gain.
Easy on the all right.
Okay, Harvard. Burrow hit as he throws here as the pass goes over Mike Gesicki's head. Goes down hard, still able to get the release off. You got to protect the quarterback. This man only played 8 games last season due to injury. So enter Joe Flacco, 41 years old, 19 seasons in, finds Jack Endries for the tud, still got it. First preseason touchdown for Flacco and the Bengals. He went 5 of 8 for 51 yards. The Bengals win 16-14. Bengals employee Joe Burrow postgame.
Yeah, getting the operation, getting some reps of real game-like operation is certainly beneficial. Getting the play in, getting the subs in, being down on the clock, knowing when to send the motions, that's beneficial.
Once you go through warm-ups, once you're out there, you get warm, you get into the flow, then you just kind of want to stay out there, keep going. That's not where we're at, but as a player, you want to be out there playing.
Louis Riddick here with us to talk some Bengals. Louis, Joe Burrow, we saw him play 2 series in the Bengals preseason opener. Showed some good and some not so good. But what did you take away from Burrow and the Bengals in their first preseason action?
Yeah, Madeline, I think what you're seeing here is what Zach Taylor wants to get done offensively to help Joe Burrow out. That means putting him up under center, running the football with authority downhill between the tackles, so then the play-action passing game can then come off of that. And really what it does is it slows down the pass rush against this offensive line. That shows you, hey, there's still going to be some issues maybe with this offensive line as far as Joe Burrow getting hit. You saw him get sacked. You saw him get hit pretty hard off of his blind side on an incomplete pass. But what you also saw is the fact that Joe is Joe. I mean, he is just so smooth, whether it's under center or from the gun, as far as just operating with efficiency, real good footwork. He has total command of this offense, and he's got fantastic weapons. But that, what you just saw on your screen, is the thing that has always been an issue in Cincinnati. The number of hits that he has taken and how it has resulted in different occasions, him not being able to finish out a full season. That's something that they have to get rectified. I don't know if they have the personnel to absolutely just shut it all down as far as being able to handle pass rushes with their front 5 at this point. It's not like you're going to go ahead and go out on the street and bring offensive linemen in that are going to help rectify that situation. But what you can do is run the football better, slow down the front 4 in the pass rush of the opponent with play action pass, and you saw a little bit of that in this game. Hopefully it carries over to the regular season.
Right, because you got to protect the quarterback. Burrow played just 8 games last season due to injury. He's been sacked 181 times in 5 seasons. That's 4th most among NFL quarterbacks. Louis Riddick, thanks so much.
Potential